Hello, my name is Fire, and welcome back to the finale of DarthMod Empire. Honestly, this isn't even meant to be a full playthrough. It's mostly meant to just kind of give a bit of a recap of my thoughts of everything I've experienced over the past few days. Because if you watched back on Friday, my Enter the Gungeon video, I mentioned briefly that I basically got fed up with this game. And I didn't get fed up with DarthMod Empire at all. I got fed up with Empire Total War. Because something I've observed, frankly, is that Empire Total War is riddled with bugs. Like, there are bugs and poor programming decisions all over the place. For example, this right here, this little artillery piece that for no readily apparent reason spawns outside of my fort. Why does this happen? Because you see, when I was trying to record this originally, actually, there are two instances where I tried to record this originally. In the first instance, I was in this battle because the French invaded Cologne. The French are invading Cologne right now, and I fought this battle, and I decided, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set up defenses outside of the castle, fort, because, I have a couple of 12-pounders, and the 12-pounders are going to be much better if they can actually shoot, as opposed to just sit around in the courtyard waiting to get destroyed or waiting for us to win. So I set up, like, 3 regiments outside, set them up with trenches and set up artillery next to them, not with trenches or anything, so they can move around a bit. But I had to move my artillery pretty early on. But when I limbered up one of my artillery units, what happens? It gets stuck on a trench. The artillery unit gets stuck on a trench and gets destroyed, I am pretty sure, by my own troops' musketry, which is inherently stupid. Like, why would my troops, if their shots are being blocked by something directly in front of them, why would they shoot at the thing directly in front of them as opposed to holding their fire? And then in the battle after that, I basically had my siege of the Cherokee territory, my one siege, the one next to Contact territory. I can't remember the one next to that, the region next to that. But, well, it's Cherokee territory. I just can't remember what city I was besieging. I was attacked by a second Cherokee army. All well and good. That army does now, bear in mind, I fully admit that army there does not have a general, right? That army doesn't have a general, so it's gonna have some weaknesses in its morale and its ability to overall hold up against, enemy attacks. So I'm 100% behind that. What I'm not 100% behind is my soldiers breaking and running within 3 seconds, within like I basically had 800 soldiers about break and run because they suffered about 3 dozen casualties combined. 3 dozen casualties combined. Suffice to say, I was absolutely furious when I saw that, because it makes no damn sense. There is no way that soldiers would break that quickly, ever, just because a commanding general is not around. I mean, that was absolutely the silliest and most infuriating thing I had seen in this game so far. I was actually flat out livid because it was so bad and stupid. Just the idea that my soldiers would break and run because they took, frankly, a drop in the bucket compared to their total numbers was absolutely the most infuriating thing in the entire game. I don't think I've ever seen anything that stupid ever happen in a Total War game ever before. And I must be honest, I'm not usually inclined to get I don't think honestly, I'm usually only inclined to get angry at things in a game which are, I completely forgot about the freaking artillery piece after all, shoot. See, this is exactly what I mean, though. This is what happened the second time I played on this map. I didn't even realize this artillery piece was outside of the fort, and it was about to get overrun by French troops. And I just started yelling and swearing at the game again, because it shouldn't be outside of the fort to begin with. It should be inside the fort to begin with. And then if I want to set up a defensive line outside of the fort, then, it's my option to do that, and, then it all works out. It works out fine. But it's minor issues like these, because these are just like niggling details. These are just minor things, and these are things that I'm assuming that DarthMod couldn't even fix. I'm assuming that these are issues that DarthMod, couldn't address because of hard coding, because Creative Assembly loves to hard code things in that it really shouldn't, or at least it feels like it shouldn't hard code in. so readily. You know, it's these sorts of things that really just kind of led to me getting kind of really fed up with the game, getting fed up with Empire Total War, because you have to deal with things that you really should not be forced to deal with. You know, it detracts from the fun when you have to deal with these tiny things. Like, if it was like a big bug or something, I probably would care less, frankly. You know, because those sorts of things happen. You know, you get those sorts of bugs where major things happening in a game, and I can kind of cope with those often because you can see them coming, or when they happen, they're so ridiculous or over the top that you simply just stop caring, you know. But the minor details, not to bring in the whole immersion thing, but the minor details are really what make or break whether or not you enjoy a game experience, you know. It's whether or not your artillery's sitting outside of a fort when it really shouldn't be, and you're not thinking about it, and it ends up killing just a whole mess of your soldiers. You know, it has a lot to do, say, with the game balancing, you know, like the AI, for whatever reason, on normal difficulty, is incredibly stupid. Like, this AI, how long did it take for the AI to actually climb the walls? This is the first map, incidentally, and you never got to see it, but they may be doing it now, I think. This is the first map I've seen the AI actually climb the walls. I mean, why didn't they climb the walls when Westphalia was attacking me, for instance? Why did they specifically climb the walls now, you know? Why does the AI behave so stupidly unnormal? Especially given that DarthMod should have probably modded to be more difficult in the first place. You know, why is that the case? What is this out here? Why is everything red out here? Why does it look like, what, are there Frenchmen in red or something somewhere that I don't see them? Nope, there are no Frenchmen in red. Apparently, no, no, wait, no, there are Frenchmen in red, okay, I thought that was another bug. But no, there are, it's Bulkley's regiment, okay, got it. Anyway, as I was saying, though, like, it's all these minor issues, though, that kind of made me just kind of get tired of playing DarthMod. And bear in mind, I loved DarthMod so much when I was playing it. You know, while I was playing it, but like I could tell, like in all the ways that, you know, I could tell how Empire Total War itself is the problem. You know, Empire Total War's design choices and everything. I mean, why are these guys breaking so easily? You know, why is that a thing? I'm pretty sure that, what in the world is this? What? Did the Marines put up stakes or something? Why did they put up stakes here? What? Again, why? Why, and why are there square formations everywhere? Why? You know, I mean, I know the AI behaved a little smarter when I was playing on hard difficulty, but surely normal difficulty shouldn't be intentionally doing stupid things. You know, what kind of awful design choice is that for a video game where the hard AI makes bad choices? You know, rather than just making, like, maybe careless choices like charging me piecemeal, that's one thing. But why is it making bad choices? Why is it setting up defensive stakes over here? Why is it putting square formations out here? Why is cavalry doing nothing useful over here? You know, where's their general? Why is their general not staying? There he is. Why is he not staying near his own forces to ensure that they aren't running away so easily? The AI is literally doing nothing smart. That's not, you know, that's nothing to do with DarthMod. That has everything to do with bad design choices by Creative Assembly. And it's awful. It's awful and it's stupid. You know, this isn't fun. I mean, again, if I played on hard difficulty, yes, it would be more challenging. But why but again, why does hard difficulty, what is it about hard difficulty that demands that the AI do smart choices? Rather, what is it about normal difficulty that demands the AI make stupid choices, as opposed to them making smart decisions? You know, as opposed to the AI just making more intelligent decisions with the harder difficulties. Why does it have to be this way? Because Medieval 2 never gave me this. Because Medieval 2, when I used to play on normal difficulty, never gave me the idea that the AI was intentionally making bad decisions. It might make careless decisions, certainly, but you know, maybe it wasn't moving as organized, but it most certainly wasn't making decisions that were flat out bad. It wasn't making decisions that were flat out, you know, that flat out were bad decisions that, you know, that actually, you know, like actively harmed the AI's efforts. But that's what I'm getting here. Okay, howitzers, what the hell? Howitzers, what the hell? Just don't do that. Please don't do that. And, alright, guys. Also, the targeting parameters for my artillery is awful. Why do they do this? Oh, they broke this gun, didn't they? The freaking howitzer broke that gun. You see, that shouldn't happen at all. That's exactly what I mean. My own guns are breaking our own positions, and that's stupid. Why are they shooting into melee combat? That is absolutely stupid. You didn't get this in Medieval 2. Why am I getting it in this game? What kind of stupid decisions you have to make when you're programming the game for this sort of thing to happen? It's so silly. It's so silly, and yes, it is immersion breaking. It is immersion breaking. It damages your ultimate ability to actually, like, enjoy the game, to actually think you're fighting in a 19th century war. You know, if I'm going to shoot into melee combat, it's because I intentionally made the decision to do that because I made the decision, or I made the estimation that the decision to do that was going to be a superior, was going to have superior results over the alternative. Not because the AI decides that, the unit AI decides that's a good decision when it obviously is not. Where is my infantry? Where did they go? Where's my, what? Are they here? Nope, it's just that one unit there still, I'm pretty sure. So where's the infantry unit I told to come out? Oh, there they are. No, what the hell? What? Where do they go? Why? What in the world? Again, pathfinding issues too. That's another problem. Pathfinding issues. And I think also just from an aesthetic point of view, the game itself also is just visually less compelling. I mean, I love the artillery, and I do like seeing the muskets fire, though it doesn't seem as though, like, it really doesn't feel like it really doesn't feel like your troops are actually shooting the enemy, and so much as the enemy just randomly falls over. So it's not just like troops that are in a firefight just randomly fall over, rather than because anyone's actually shot them. And also the melee combat looks less compelling. I mean, this doesn't look interesting at all. It doesn't really look like they're fighting. It just looks like they're kind of dancing around each other and sliding a lot. There is a lot of sliding in this game. Not like Medieval 2 where everyone looked like they were everyone looked like they were actually making intelligent decisions to fight units near them. Like, why did this guy just kind of do this? Why did he just move off into a group of 7 redcoats? Why would he do that? You shouldn't be seeing that at all. Well, that's what you're seeing. And it detracts from the experience, in my honest opinion. Maybe I'm wrong about it, but I don't think I am. But anyway, my point remains, though, that detracts from the overall experience. Can we get this gunman, maybe? I don't know. Alright, stop. Now hit fire at will. There we go. And it's very frustrating, I think, because I think it's doubly let me put it this way. I think it's doubly frustrating for me because, again, I like this era of warfare immensely. I do. I absolutely love this era of warfare. I think it's really cool. I think it's really interesting. It's horrible too, especially once you get to the late era, like the American Civil War, where they use tactics that just didn't work anymore because accurate guns, accurate muskets made it impossible to, do frontal Napoleonic style charges. But you could see though, why I would get frustrated with this and why I would ultimately get fed up with it. Why I would ultimately be unhappy with it, because I had accolades for this game in part because of the fact that it tickled my inner historian. It tickled my inner historian to play this game, to play the mod with it. But once that glow kind of passed, I start to see all of the problems with this game. Why is this happening? Why is this? Why are they in such an organized fashion? It looks ridiculous. I mean, I know why. They're coming off the grappling hooks, but this looks so silly, It looks so weird and silly for them to just be in perfect lines, Why aren't they entering, more staggered formations? Why are they coming from perfect lines? Details matter in games. They matter so much. and Empire fails on that count. And you notice I haven't actually done anything. You notice I actually haven't tried to play the game. I've just been talking this entire time, giving a handful of orders. But the game's just been running on autopilot. And why is that a thing that can happen? Why can the game just run on autopilot? You know, why am I capable of doing that? Where is the limit of my artillery? I swear that this... Oh, okay, they're facing a different direction. That's why, okay. Yeah, but why can I do this? Why is it that's not a compelling experience whatsoever? Where do these guys come from now? Why are these guys just floating over here by this village? It's not even a city. That's another thing too. The maps are terrible. Like, the field maps are okay, but they're the only thing that are okay. The town and the city maps are awful. It's like, right now we're fighting near Cologne. Cologne is a major city. But this fort is nowhere near anything that vaguely resembles a major city. You know, I just look like I'm near Colonial Williamsburg, and that's it. Maybe over here could be a... Even then, this looks like... What? This looks like... This doesn't look like anything. This doesn't look like anything impressive. This doesn't look like Cologne. It doesn't look like Amsterdam. Is that a flat texture for that church right there? That was 100% a flat texture. Why the hell? What the hell? Come on now! This is starting to just get silly, you know? But all the like, there's no diversity in the maps though. Like, nothing looks different. You know, this is all basically the same map I'm playing on. And it's absolutely what oh gosh, I have my artillery target. I have my artillery selected, I mean. No, 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 why is this happening? Oh my gosh, get on your guns, you stupid. Why can I do that? Why can I just, with one misclick, inadvertently make my crews unman their artillery, and then all their artillery carriages walk away, so where are they getting their ammunition from? This is absolutely silly. This is absolutely silly. With one misclick, I inadvertently made the artillery carriages walk away, and now they're going to keep walking away, and that's going to make them completely vulnerable. Anyway, back to the maps, though. This map, what about this map makes me think Germany? Why would I think this is Germany? You know, what about the Amsterdam map, which is almost identical, would make me think that it's the Netherlands? Nothing. Nothing would make me think these things. You know, I'm literally on visually the most boring map possible. There's nothing here that makes me think I'm fighting where I'm fighting. You know, and maybe Medieval 2 felt like that a little bit too. But even then, there were differences in architecture between, say, being in Northern Europe and Southern Europe and being in England and being in the Middle East. There was vast differences between the, you know, I think that's what did, those were different regions, right? I think those were the different regions. You know, you had different architecture. Oh, you had different architecture in Spain too, I think. No, wait. No, Spain was the same as Southern Europe, I think. But anyway, you know, if you went to different regions of Europe, though, you would have visually different battles, you know, and also, like, the forts would look different, a little different, and everything, you know, there'd be visual differences, and while it wasn't diverse, it wasn't massively diverse between the different regions, you had a little variety. I've literally seen nothing different between the various towns and the various forts. You know, if I'm attacking a native town, then it's just a native town. If I'm attacking an Indian town, it's just an Indian town. If I am attacking a European town, it's just a European town. This looks no different from any fight I've fought in Canada, or in, you know, or in, you know, or there's like only minor differences, say, between South America and Canada, you know, but this looks no different from North America, and why is that? You know, that's absolutely disappointing, because there's nothing compelling about it. There's nothing that says I am fighting on a unique front on a unique continent. Nothing at all. And that is absolutely the most disappointing aspect of all of this. Or not the most disappointing. It's one of... in my opinion, none of the disappointing... None of the aspects are more disappointing than others. The problem is that the aspects themselves are... The problem is that all the aspects combine together to make the experience an experience that I, frankly, would absolutely love to still love. It makes that all continually disappointing, because, you know, I love this. I love seeing this little cannonball here fly through the air. I love seeing that, but I can't enjoy it because of all the silliness around it. And that's a shame. That's a shame. And it's something that DarthMod itself, unfortunately, can't fix. See, why would these guys run outside of the fort? That's so silly. I mean, it gives you an option to retreat off the map, you know, but... Which is something I appreciate, something I always thought was bad in Medieval 2. The inability to actually escape the castle during the assault. I would love to do that to save some of my troops when I'm besieged and losing. But you can't do that. You know, but this is silly too. Like, you know, it's like, why can't I, you know, why are they not just, like, gathering together here in the square? That's silly too. You know, you should have a little bit of leeway in that regard. You should have a little bit of, you know, a bit of choice in whether or not your forces run away, you know, like run completely outside of the map. You know, especially when it means that your troops are ultimately weakened by it. Anyway, I think I said my piece. I know I've kind of just been rambling for the past 20 minutes, you know, while things have been happening in the background. Notice the music is even playing because I don't want the music to play. I don't want that copyright infringement thing going on when I'm just talking about a game that I'm ultimately going to stop. Because that's ultimately what's going to happen. I have to stop because I'm not really enjoying this anymore. I think that the game's weaknesses are too much for me now, and that is absolutely the most disappointing aspect of all of this. So anyway, thank you all for watching DarthMod Empire. I hope that you enjoyed it while it lasted. If you did, leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe for more Total War videos, be it Third Age or something else that I try. Also, be sure to check the links in the description below for links to my Twitter and Facebook pages, Extra Life 2016. And I will catch you next time, as I play something else, something that hopefully will get me more enjoyment in the end. Until next time, everybody.
Look at how the way I came out of the tent.
It looks painful, huh?
Sleeping in there would give me a stiff neck. Librarian needs food.
I got some more.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for giving me your old meatballs.
Hey, I ate the other one, so...
Thanks for sticking your old balls in my mouth.
Oh, God.